Be ready for dictation. 5 seconds.
Start. Therefore, in order to allow an amendment, the court has to consider whether the amendment is necessary for determining the real question at issue. It cannot bring in new case the two between the plaintiff and a stranger to the suit, even though the stranger may be sought to be added as a party. In the present case, the suit was filed in 1992 on the basis of the cause of action alleged to have arisen on 27 January 1992. There cannot be a suit in respect of a cause of action which alleges to have arisen after the suit is filed. Had it been a cause that the cause of action is a continuation of a cause of action in the suit and was reason of any action on the part of the parties in the suit, in which event the question would have been different. It might be treated to be a subsequent development and not an independent cause of action, whereas in the present case the cause of action which alleged to have arisen on 31st March 1998 related to a stranger to the suit who was not a party to the suit at all. Therefore, the same is altogether a new cause of action which is not related to the cause of action already involved in the suit itself, and as such the cause of action that arises after the suit is instituted, which is not a subsequent development and will be unrelated in respect of the cause of action that was involved in the suit and not being concerned with the parties to the suit. The same cannot be introduced by way of amendment. In case this amendment is allowed, in that event it will be introducing a new cause of action in respect of different persons. It is a settled principle of law that a suit is to be tried on original cause of action. A suit is ordinarily tried on the cause of action as it existed on the date of institution. The word may in the first part of Order 4, Rule 17 of the Code is in general terms, but the words are such amendments shall be made as may be necessary for the purpose of determining the real question in controversy. In second part carries the mandate. But there are some exceptions to the above rules. In such cases, amendment may be permissible where the court finds that by reason of subsequent change of circumstances, the original relief claimed has become inappropriate. The subsequent changed circumstances shortens litigation, or notice to subsequent change is required to be taken off to do complete justice between the parties. The above view may find support in Nair Service Society versus K.C. Alexander within bracket AIR 1968 SC 1165, Shikhar Chand versus Deep Karmi Sabha within bracket AIR 1974 SC 1178, Allahabad Theatres versus Kusum within bracket AIR 1974 All 73, Bibhas Chandra Bose versus Dolly Bose within bracket AIR 1989 CAL 190. The prayer for impleadment of a stranger by way of amendment does not leave the impleadment as an amendment. It is, in fact, addition of a party in order to find out as to whether the presence of such party is necessary for the disposal of the suit. Parties are added when they are there necessary parties or proper parties. The suit as framed even after the attachment that was allowed does not leave any scope to include Anjan Kumar Dev Goswami either as a necessary or a proper party. There was no question of Anjan Kumar Dev Goswami to be impleaded as a party, even if he is a sorbet of Thakur Govind Dev Ji Maharaj, and the property belongs to the deity so long the plaintiff does not disclose any dispute with regard to ownership or title of Thakur Govind Dev Ji Maharaj or the plaintiffs. Even then it would suffer from multifariousness and misjoinder of cause of action. Thus, by no stretch of imagination, the said Anjan Kumar Dev Goswami could be added as a party in the plaint. Then, against Anjan Kumar Dev Goswami has not been sought to be added as a party as sorbet of Thakur Govind Dev Ji Maharaj, not Govind Dev Ji Maharaj has also been sought to be added as a party. Over.